Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on your time zone. My name is Noah Hammock, and I'm here to discuss with you, as listed up top, the importance of accounting research. Before we get started, keep these three questions in mind here. Uh, don't not does the order does not matter. Just these three questions will be answered throughout the slideshow: the who, the what, and the why. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, why the heck do I need to know about accounting? What good does that do for me? I hate numbers. Well, my response to that would simply be, well, accounting is the universal language of business. I mean, other than the hardworking and dedicated employees, the numbers are what makes the business go round. Don't worry, don't worry. I am not here to bore you with on how like our sorry, I'm not here to bore you like our friend is over here. I'm not here to talk to you about how to use Microsoft Excel or why a debit increases assets, or I'm just here to talk to you solely about the importance of accounting. Which is even better, like delving more deep into a topic you may not know about. Well, accounting research is simply how accounting is used by individuals, businesses, and even by the government. The research examines the benefits and the consequences these practices might have. Well, it covers a wide range of targets, including a few of the major aspects of accounting, like financial accounting research, managerial accounting research, and capital market research. Accounting is not exactly my apologies. Accounting research is not exactly a new topic either. It's been around well since the 1950s, and some of these new categories that you see appear on my screen have have brought some pretty big breakthroughs since the 1970s. These include positive research, which is you're based on your financial and economic accounting, your behavioral research, which is psychology based, your interdisciplinary research, which comes from your social sciences, and also public interest accounting, which covers the consequences of different practices that you might see in the accounting world. And now you also may be thinking, well, that's cool and all, but why is accounting research so important? Like, why does it matter to me? Well, if the research is carried out properly, the research gives accountants all over the world the tools needed to probe and assess certain challenges that a client, business, or government may have. And actually, a fun fact, there's organizations that specialize in stuff like this in accounting research. And these organizations aren't just for accountants, they're for investors, CEOs, managers, and so many more. The work of these individuals are crucial to the monetary growth of a business. Now, here are some examples of a few of those organizations I was talking about earlier. But the one that we will be discussing later on in this slide is going to be the International Accounting Standards Board, or the IASB. The importance of these organizations are valued heavily by businesses because these groups are always finding out new ways to challenge and improve upon the practices of accounting. The accounting research carried out by organizations such as the one listed here, the International Accounting Standards Board, they introduce research projects to challenge certain subjects. To find an example of one of these, we're going to go back in time actually to 2011, where I now understand most of us were probably in middle school, maybe even fifth grade, but that was probably a time that most of y'all probably don't remember. Not gonna lie. Anyway, so we're traveling back in time, and now we're in the year 2011. The IASB introduced a research topic known as the equity method of accounting. To sum this method up, it initially recognizes an investment as a cost and is adjusted after the post-acquisition change in the investor's share of the investee's asset. Yeah, I know it's quite a lot of mumbo jumbo to understand, but what did this do for accountants all over the world and for investors? Well, the results from this project made it easier for investors to look for more useful methods of understanding and reading equities of a business. Rather than just looking at a boring sheet of numbers all day, because who wants to do that? The research was able to give verbal and legible meaning to those numbers. Well, and also you can spend hours on these websites. Like Websites like the AAA and the IASB, there's so much content on those websites with research journals, articles, everything you can think of. But accounting research isn't just a one and done discussion. Businesses rely on information that makes it easier for them to track their funds. And the better you track your funds, the less trouble you may find yourself in. And we all know you can't trust a fraudulent businessman. Investors and entrepreneurs, the likes of Warren Buffett, all say accounting and the research that goes along with it is some of the most important parts of a business. The accountants of each business is the ones who keep track of the business's expenditure, and they make sure that all the money goes in all the right places. Accounting research gives accountants the tools they need in order to find that big breakthrough in whatever it is they're looking for, and make certain economic events visible to investors when looking for that certain firm that is on the verge of skyrocketing. Accounting research studied the role of accounting in a business. My apologies. It measures the importance of what proper research does for a company, whether it increases income, puts less stress on the employees, or allows the changes needed to run a business. Accounting research is always going to be an important part of a business as long as a business can exist. Well, I know you probably heard the word accounting and businesses a lot, but that's about it for me. Thank you for listening. I hope you all learned something new, and thank you all for a great semester. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Last thing. Thank you.